So in this video I'm going to cover you how to customize VIM and change the themes and add in custom plugins, set custom key bindings or shortcuts and all the basic stuff to get you ready with using VIM as you may need it. So first let's look into installing our own custom plugins, and right now I'm going to show you how to install something called Control P. And I'm on my Debian system, so just navigate to your home directory. I'm in my home folder. So first you're gonna need to create a path to store all the plugins. So I'm gonna go mkdir dot vim dash then pack. This is where it's gonna store the packages. Then plugins and start. You're gonna have to use the P over here, which would actually create the path if it doesn't already exist. So now I'm gonna use this command over here, git clone, and have it clone the repository into our plugins folder. So make sure that you have the right folder over here. Just make sure this directory is correct, and of course it's gonna install into our own folder, Control P folder. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Vim, and to show you how to use Control P, you hit colon Control P CTRL P. Make sure C and P are capital. And so what this allows you to do is navigate the files. So for example, if I want to find the file where I have this font file, so it's okay, and as you can see it's actually opening each file, listing out the files. You can use J and not J, your mouse arrows, not mouse, I mean the keyboard arrows, to navigate them. And let's say if I want to open this, I'm going to just hit enter. That's it, and it's going to open the file. So this is pretty useful if you're working on a programming project or something like that, where you're going to have to find different files and open them. So now we're going to install a plugin called Nerdtree, which will allow you to have a view the directory tree on the side. So I'm going to go to over here, and you can see the instruction is pretty much self-explanatory. So I'm just going to git clone this one, and okay, let me clear out the screen. Okay, now make sure to edit the directory tree properly. So it's actually in the plugins folder for me, and yeah, the directory is correct. Yeah, now I'm gonna go to Vim, just say test, and if I do nerd T, which is capital, then simple REE, you can see the directory tree popping up. If I want to close this, I just hit colon Q, and that's it. Now that's basically how you actually install plugins. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can actually do it for any plugin you want, and there are other ways to do this, but I personally recommend doing this because you can get the latest version. Otherwise, if you're using something like a package manager, you're probably gonna get older versions. Now, something else I want to show you is how to add key bindings. Now I have this. I'm on the home directory again, and you're gonna have to open this file called .vimrc, which is in the home directory. And if you don't have it, you can just create one. So I'm just going to do vim.vimrc, and don't worry about this. So this over here, you don't really need to understand this, but this no remap means that if it already has a shortcut, don't change anything. So if you already have key binding in Vim, then it's not going to add this, but otherwise it's going to do is set Control T. If I hold the control button and press T, it's going to use nerd tree. And let me show if I'm going to hit Control T, and as you can see, nerd tree pops up, and if I hit Control T again, it's going to close nerd tree. So this is the command to use open nerd tree, and this capital CR over here means hit enter. So what happens is that when you actually hit Control T, it's going to input this entire command into Vim. So then it will actually execute, and you can you pop that in and out. You can use Control F over here. I have it to use nerd tree find, which would actually allow you to find files a little bit easier. For example, let's say so you can actually browse things a little bit easier. I'm just gonna Control T there. Anyways, so that's basically how you set key binding to open something custom. This set number over here is going to set this numbering over here on the lines, and this is something that I'm using to execute files. For example, if I'm editing a Python file, I can hit Control X and it will save the file and execute the code using Python interpreter. So you can actually expand on this and add more and more commands, and that way you have an actual custom setup for you. So that's basically how you actually use Vim. Let me know if you need something specific covered.